Chasing cheap dopamine hits, not enjoying the same things that you used to, always feeling like you're destined for more. Unfortunately, this is a reality for so many young people under 30 nowadays, and there's one massive reason as to why. You haven't found your purpose in life yet. But if you watch this video through to the end and don't click off, then I promise you that you'll have the tools and the know-how to actually rediscover your zest for life, what you're passionate about, and what you're actually here for, your purpose. It's not a coincidence that most young people in 2024 are struggling with finding their purpose, and they're all feeling lost and feeling bewildered. We're living in arguably the most perplexing times in history to be a young person. You've constantly got things fighting for your attention, left, right and centre. Everything's trying to distract you any way it can. I mean, for example, throughout this video you'll probably get 10 notifications pop up, maybe more, of other stuff going on, just trying to fight for your attention. So there's no wonder why people can't stay focused and figure out what they're actually passionate about and, have some purpose in life. It's not easy to block out all the noise, but the chances are, if you're spreading your attention out way too thin, then you're not going to get anything productive done at all because you're just focusing on so many different things. This is why you feel like you're making no progress in life. Another massive reason that young people feel lost nowadays and like they don't have a sense of purpose is actually due to the pandemic. I hear people say things all the time like nothing feels the same anymore, things were different pre-pandemic, and that may be true in some regards, but if you let the pandemic define you, then you're just going to feel stuck in that rut and feel like you've never really recaptured your energy before the pandemic. You can either let it define you, like I said, or you can let this motivate you to actually truly discover what you're passionate about and be grateful that you're through the pandemic and out of that time. So now we come to the good stuff. How do we actually start to discover what we're passionate about and what our purpose is? The best place to start is by building up a great foundation. So I'm talking getting rid of all of your bad habits like using social media way too much, excessive screen time, eating crap stuff, not feeding your body with the right things, not drinking any water, not doing any exercise. If you're doing all these things, then you're not giving yourself a fighting chance at actually feeling your best and having that clarity to figure it out what you're actually passionate about. So the best way to start is by building up a great foundation with great habits. So drinking lots of water, eating good food, spending time outdoors, exercising daily, just being consistent and disciplined and showing up for yourself. When you start doing these things and putting these together, then you're giving yourself the best possible platform to actually succeed and be happy and discover what you're passionate about in life. Arguably the most important habit to build is great sleep. And the reason for this is you should start thinking of sleep as the backbone of your life that allows all other areas to flourish, because that's truly what it is. Like if you're not sleeping 7 to 8 hours a day at least, then you're literally operating on like 50%. Like you're just operating life on like low battery mode. Like you're not giving yourself a fighting chance at actually being your best self. You're just like living within your own capabilities basically. So that's why sleep is so important. So take a couple of weeks to reset your habits completely. Stop procrastinating, mindlessly scrolling, and start building up great daily habits. To help you do this, I've actually built a free 14-day reboot challenge, which will be, I'll put the link in the description, and it's basically going to help you over 2 weeks to completely reset your habits and build up a great foundation so you can start to feel your best self again. And then following on from that, you can start to discover your purpose and your passion. So go ahead and check that out. It's completely free and it really helped me. So after you've started to build up a great foundation and you've got some good habits that you're doing consistently, then this is when you can move on to actually starting to discover your purpose and your passion. And the first best way to do this is with experimentation. So just try as much new shit as you can. It sounds simple, but it's so effective. If you're watching this and you're under 30, how much of the world do you think you've actually experienced on what the world has to offer? Like 10%, 5%, probably even less than that. You've probably not even scratched the surface of what's out there in terms of sports, hobbies, skills, new things to try, anything. Become addicted to trying new shit. Just fill your life with new stuff, like join a new club, try a new sport. Become that guy that always says yes to spontaneous last-minute plans, stuff you've never tried before. Just do stuff for the sake of trying it. This is how you start to truly find out, what's for you in life and what makes you tick. And it's by experimenting that you might stumble across a new hobby, sport, skill, whatever it is, that you think, oh my God, I'm actually so passionate about this and I want to pursue this. This is how you go about doing this. You're not going to discover what you're passionate about by staying in your bedroom and being in your comfort zone. Become addicted to pushing yourself out your comfort zone, and that will become your new normality, and you'll be constantly trying new things, and this is how you rediscover your zest for life. In the words of Chris Martin from Coldplay, if you never try, you'll never know. And it's so true, because imagine being on your deathbed realizing that you've only tried 10% of things in the world. Like, it's a pretty scary thought, so that's why it's so important to experiment. Have yourself a little self-discovery period where you maybe have like 2 or 3 months where you commit to trying new things and it becomes like a routine for you. So the next thing that you can do to truly discover your purpose and passions in life is to answer these 3 big questions and make a note of the answers. The first big question is, what fills me with joy right now? It's so simple, but it's so important to become clear on, because this is what you're passionate about. To help you answer this big question, there are 3 smaller questions, like, what makes you lose track of time when you do it? What things do you feel like you're born to do? And what makes you feel great after you do it? Just really start to sit and ponder these answers and write down like 2 or 3 things that spring to mind. This could be, a hobby, a sport, just an activity, or just like an interaction, anything like that. Write down 2 to 3 things for this one big answer. The second big question is, what things would I like to improve at in life? So again, this could be skills, hobbies, sports, anything that makes you tick. What things would you actually like to up your skill level in? This is super important to write down, because then you have like a pathway so you can be constantly moving forward each day. If you're improving at stuff, then you'll naturally start to feel happier. Like, on those days where you don't get anything done productive at all and you just naturally start to feel like crap. Whereas on those days where you get so many things done, you might, play football, go to the gym, work on your business, whatever it is, you feel so much more productive, and naturally this improves your well-being, and you just have a certain energy about you when you're improving in stuff. The last big question to think about is, what's always been my burning desire to achieve? So think about the things, what's always been the big picture goals? Maybe you have a few. What's the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning, like in terms of your dreams? Is that burning desire in the back of your brain? Again, if you can write down 2 to 3 things to answer this big question, then it's going to help you so much to becoming more clear. This question's more to make you think about your ultimate dreams in life, so that you can start to work backwards and figure out what you need to do right now in order to make progress towards these dreams. Once you've got all those answers written out for those 3 big questions, first of all, congratulations, because you've just taken 5 minutes to become 10 times more clearer on what it is that you're actually passionate about and what your purpose may be in life. So just take a second to actually feel good about that. Now have a look at your answers from the 3 big questions and ask yourself, are there any common themes there? Are there any patterns? Like, have you written 2 or 3 of the same things for each question? Come up with 3 passion pillars, which are 3 different areas that you want to pursue. So one could be football, one could be making money online, and one could be like helping people, for example. So try and spot like 3 passion pillars in your answers that you've written down. And once you've got your passion pillars, what I want you to do now is set a short-term goal for each one and a daily habit. So if one of your passion pillars is football and pursuing football, then a short-term goal could be to find a club in 3 months, or improve my football skills in 3 months, or something more specific like that. And a daily habit of that could be practicing 15 minutes every day. Or for example, if your pillar is to make money online, then your short-term goal could be to make £200 in the next 2 months, and your daily habit could be to work on it for 15 minutes every day. So you're setting a short-term goal and then a daily habit to help you actually close that gap to the goal. Can you see that in literally 10 minutes, you've gone from being completely lost and having no sense of direction to having so much more purpose and clarity on what it is you're passionate about and what it is you want to pursue in life? Well, I hope this video helped you to find your purpose a little bit more and what you're passionate about in life. But if you're still struggling, then let me know in the comments and let me know your story. I'd love to hear your story and possibly help you more if I can. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe for more self-improvement content like this. I'll be uploading every single week to help you guys, and I'll see you guys later.